morning and welcome to Wildcat News. Today is Wednesday. I'm Ellie.
And I'm Brooke. Please stand for the national anthem and the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America
and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You may be seated. Now here are a few words from Principal Reyes.
Good morning, students. This is Principal Reyes, and it is April 1st, otherwise called April Fool's Day. Now, let me tell you, I remember one time back when I was in college, there was a radio station here in Orlando that for April Fool's Day, they decided to give the wrong time. They were like an hour difference, and let me tell you, that caused a lot of trouble for the radio station and for the listeners because everyone thought that we were at the wrong time. Now, that was before everyone had a smartphone with the time. We used to have this kind of device, and this tells you the time. This is a watch, and you see mine is an analog. It goes around. It does not have the numbers that are digital, but students, it was a big deal for a lot of people because imagine not everyone has a smartphone and then you're giving them the wrong time. It is very, very confusing. But today we're not doing that because you know what time it is and maybe you can pull a prank on your family or someone. But let's make sure that we're not going to be joking about your education. So let's give you some words of wisdom. How many times have your parents or teachers said, don't copy of your neighbor. Keep your eyes on your own paper. In other words, don't cheat. Do you know why we don't want to cheat? First of all, we do not want to because it's the wrong choice to make. Second, we don't want you to lose out on an opportunity to get help if you need it. And last, we don't want you to do the wrong thing because we don't want you to lose out on the respect you deserve. Instead, we want you to do the very best you can and ask for help if you need it. We're here to help. Not in front of you right now, but we know that your teachers are communicating with you daily to make sure that you get that assistance that you need. It's so much easier to simply be honest. You'll feel better about yourself, and others will feel better about you too. And that's what you deserve, don't you think? And this is Principal Reyes with something to think about. Students, I know that these first couple of days have been a little bit rocky with what do I do? How do I do it? How do I provide my work? How do I connect with the teachers? It has been challenging. But we know that we can overcome the challenge and we're going to be stronger because of it. Students, you have a once in a lifetime opportunity to embrace this distance learning. I know that a lot of you have thought before, oh, I want to be homeschool, I want to stay at home, I want to do my work at home. And we can see what that feels like at this point. And we also know from the parents' point of view how ready they are for you to be homeschooled. Students, remember, part of your schedule needs to include some exercise, some movement, whether it's walking around in place, jumping, doing jumping jacks, doing something that is gonna get you moving. It's gonna get your heart rates a little bit fast, a little bit moving. We need to stay active. We need to keep those muscles going and that blood flowing. And I understand that Coach Flynn is providing lessons through Canvas, and we also have our music with Mrs. Hewitt. She's providing you some lessons, some examples there. And of course, we cannot forget the art. We need to make sure that art is part of what we do, because that gets our mind off of the daily things, so we can do some drawing as well. Students, we're gonna give our best chance to distance learning, and we learn every day how to make it better. Our teachers are working very hard every day to make sure that you get some meaningful lessons that you're gonna be learning from. This is Principal Reyes, and students, remember, show what you know the first time. Let's have a great learning day.
Thank you, Mr. Reyes.
Well, that's your show for today. I'm Brooke.
And I'm Ellie.
Have a wonderful Wednesday.